3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Well, hello. Good afternoon. That's right. It's a Saturday afternoon. You guys are like, what in the heck is going on? What are the coolest cats in town doing on at this time of day? Well, I'll tell you what we're doing on. As the title says, there is a con in Spartanburg, South Carolina, put on by our dealer friend of ours, Sam Finley, who this was his second year doing the con. And we went back down to it today, did a little road trip about an hour and a half away. And Hyper Guys, you said special. It is a special edition.
We gave you zero warning. This is a surprise, impromptu. Holy crap. The boys got some stuff.
The boys got some stuff. Look, this is just my stack alone of books that I picked up. And it's a lot of it is grouping for things I needed. And where the pictures of the hot cosplayers at. It's not a big convention, so it's a one-day show. It's at a fairgrounds. There were some Star Wars players. Wars.
The 501st Legion was
the
there.
501st Legion was there, but there were no official cosplayers there.
Right. Believe it or not, it was kind of interesting. It was almost cosplay free. It was like a traditional comic show. A lot of vendors. A lot of people buying, and that was about it. It was good.
It was good. So we thought we'd come on and share the stuff we got because we know you guys like to know what our interests are. So starting out of the gate, here's a grouping of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. Good old Atari Force. I picked up some Atari Force. Classic Jose Luis Garcia Lopez artwork on this stuff. I dig the Atari Force. I've loved it ever since the mini comics that I have. I wish these were the same costumes as the mini comics. They're not, but that's okay. This stuff kicks ass. So I picked up 7 issues of Atari Force. And if you want to get some good comics or comic, go back First Man 2 Learning Curve and get yourself my creator-owned book. Thank you. Okay, thank you for that, Hyper Kaiju. Next up, I got a spattering. Dennis is itching to get to it, but we're going to go mine and his.
Alternating.
We're not alternating.
We'll do yours. No, it's okay. It'll only take you 5 minutes.
That's right. Dennis buys all the stuff. This whole stack right here. What's that? Randy says, gift those Atari Force to Aaron Lepresti. He'll cannonball you for sure. He won't. I will bring it up to him that I got him. He won't cannonball me because of the great Jose Luis Garcia Lopez artwork. So this whole stack right here, I never bought the Avengers from Heroes Return in 1998 when George Perez and Kurt Busiek brought the book back after Image had their year with it. So the only one I ever had was issue 1 Rough Cut, which showed all of George's pencils. But now, I don't know, sentimentality or what, with the news that George put out about his health, I went back and started getting them. So I was able to find this many, a big old stack of George's Avengers for $1 a piece, except for number 1. Number 1 was $2. But the rest of these were $1 a piece. So I'm filling in the holes for this because I want all of George's issues. So I got those. And then we come down to just the single ones that are kind of cool. And you'll be like, why is this cool? Oh, don't worry. I'll tell you. I got a little Brave and the Bold 166 Batman and Black Canary. What makes it cool to me is it's drawn by Dick Giordano. Dick Giordano is more known for his inking skills, and he's an inker whose stuff I loved, but he also did penciling. He worked with Neil Adams, I do like his art and his storytelling. But the other thing I like about this book is it's inked by Terry Austin. And Terry was Dick's assistant for a while. So this is one of the few times Terry has inked Dick Giordano. And it's back in, the 70s. So it's really prime stuff. So that's why I got that. Randy says, and he's right, those late 90s, early 2000s Avengers were really great. They were, I only read the first issue. Like I said, I only had the rough cut and I read it and I'm like, this is pretty cool. I should get more of these because I like George's art and stuff. So I did. Speaking of George Perez art, early George, Logan's Run, #1. Now this was $5. Good deal. $5. It's #1. One of the few times that, I can do this. One of the few times that, George Perez and the great inker Klaus Janson teamed up. So I got that. That was $5. And if people are wondering, this Brave and the Bold says 15. I asked about 10 and he goes, sure, $10. That works. Marvel Team Up 101, Spider-Man, and one of my favorite characters, Nighthawk, who is just rad, awesome to the balls. Super cool. This book has the main story. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head who drew the main story, but there's a backup Nighthawk story drawn by Steve Ditko, which I never knew about until I was watching a friend of mine's YouTube channel, inker by the name of Drew Geraci, just started a YouTube channel a few months ago where he goes through comics and stuff. And he was doing a Steve Ditko stream and he showed that book. And I was like, holy crap, I had no idea Steve Ditko ever did that. So I had to find it. And then last couple things, 2 issues of Teen Titans by George, issue 27. This one's George and I can't remember who inked it, but it has an Atari Force preview. So that's why I got it. And this issue number 60, which George did the inks on himself. And I really like it when George inks his own work. So that's why I picked that one up. And let's see, a couple comments. I love reading your comments. Come on, Hawkman beats Bird Brain. You're killing me, Smalls. Get Sweet DNA shirt like the boys are wearing. True. That's right. Get them now. Hey, I have those Teen Titans issues. I don't have all of George's Teen Titans issues, but the ones he inked himself, I have all those, which were only a few. And then last but not least, certainly not least, for $5 from Marvel, Hanna-Barbera TV stars with my faves, Herculoids. The story was inked by Dave Stevens. Space Ghost story was drawn by the Alex Toth. And another one of my faves, Dino Mutt. Love Dino Mutt. And oh my God, now I'm blanking on his name. Blue Falcon. Love Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt. Had to pick this up. So
hopefully you don't have it.
Hopefully I don't have it. If I do have it, Dennis said he'll give me $10 for it. So
$250. $250.
Crazy son of a bitch. So that's what I got. That's my stuff. So I've got a lot of stuff to read while I watch football today and tomorrow. We got a snowstorm coming overnight. So I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
So all right, now it's Dennis's turn.
Yeah, sorry. It's going to probably take slightly longer. But I went in there with a 0 list of what I actually wanted to pick up today. I was like, it's going to be one of those eclectic days. Whatever catches my eye, whatever I kind of feel like. So the one that I got forced into buying from a couple of the guys is Visionaries. Now, I'm a Star Comics fan. And I used to have all the Star Comics. He did get a nice haul. He was very busy.
Hawkman still beat. You're killing me. But, I will say, I do love Hawkman. If I had to take one, I'd take him over Nighthawk.
Blue Falcon.
And he does beat Blue Falcon, too. I just got done snowball. Ugh.
Oh, we're waiting for it. That's why we're doing the show now, so that I can hit the road and get home, because we're supposed to be getting our snow, sleet, freezing rain, etc., etc.
And you can hold those up better, too.
I know. You know what? So Visionaries, There's a number of the Star Comics. So Visionaries.
What the hell is the Visionaries anyhow? I don't
Oh
even know
my
what
God!
it is.
So there was Visionaries, there was Sectars, there was Silverhawks.
Oh, no, I know that. Was this on a
Thundercats.
cartoon or something?
Yeah, there was a cartoon.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I wasn't in. They had toys, and
Did you
these
have
were
the
all
toys?
things. No, not of these.
Oh.
Not of these. I did have Silverhawks. One that I couldn't pass up was I was just so curious. G.I. Joe versus the Transformers. It was the complete set. I have never read this version of it. This is from Image. For $6 for 6 issues, that's $1 an issue. I'm curious. I never read it. I didn't even remember that one coming out. We're going to find out. That's just going to be one of those fun, cheap reads.
I'm very curious too. Mike Miller did the art. I like Mike's stuff, so I'm curious to see how it looks.
I'm going to show one of the cool things Andy found for me.
This guy, you know, when we're at shows and I see something, I go, Dennis would like this. I actually call him.
He did. Well, apparently he texted me, but it was in my pocket, didn't hear the phone. And then he called me and said, dude, where are you? I says, well, I'm over looking at another book. So anyway, he goes, you need to come over here. We found something. $6 Million Man LP,
yeah.
book and record set. And I was like, oh, this one I don't even remember seeing. Check this one out. Look at that. I was trying to figure out the artwork, and I said, Andy, can you tell who drew it? Because, you know, there are no creator. They don't tell who did any of the creating. It's not bad.
It's, you know, I want to say it's from Continuity Studios, which is Neil Adams' art studio, but I can't say for sure. So a little Googling, and I think he'll be able to find out who did the art.
Yeah,
I would bet if
when we
Google
have time, I will be able to find it out.
I would think so.
But unlike my Star Trek one, this record is actually in really nice shape, and it's flat. It'll actually play, unlike this warped cream puff that I wound up accidentally picking up. But needless to say, that was a really cool. I actually am probably going to go home and start listening to this today. I really want to kind of check it out.
Yep. So $6 Million Man. I knew that had his. They had a Star Trek one too. One of the ones I had. Dennis though got it from eBay, and like he said, the one he got was warped, but still didn't need to pay $12 for another record. This really surprises me.
I know, and you know what? I don't know why. I don't have them all. I wound up, like Andy, I wound up picking up almost the entire Nightfall series. I did like the story. I was checking. I know I'm missing some, but it wasn't showing up on my app, maybe because of Signal. So he wound up having all but story number 11, I think, is the one that is missing. Yeah, it goes from 10 to 12, but it was all the rest of them. And I'm like, you know what? I do kind of like it. So the entire Nightfall in pretty much one fell swoop. That the vinyl looked great. The vinyl looked.
He got some nice Graham Nolan art in some of those Nightfall issues. So
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I have the omnibus, and I still would have bought those, right?
Yeah.
Right? They turned out good.
Yeah,
now,
I was looking through them. That's good stuff.
This is one that Andy wasn't so thrilled with. I like these horror books. Oh, yeah, I've been taking crap from them all day. The Mummy. Anne Rice's The Mummy. You know, I was looking for Queen of the Damned if I was going to go down there, or The Vampire Lestat. But you know what? I always enjoyed these, the Anne Rice adaptations. I used to have a smattering of them. Oh,
that's hurtful.
No,
Dennis just went
right.
so far behind with those Anne Rice's The Mummy. It's not even funny.
Tell them what you said and see if they agree with you.
I looked over at Dennis's stack and I saw these, and I looked at Dennis and I said, you know, I always thought, well, Dennis is married to a very nice woman, so he's got to be straight. And then I saw this on the top of his stack and I thought, nope, he's gay. She's a beard and he's gay.
Yep. This is what it was. And by the way, I had people there sticking up for me because these are cool.
Yeah, the people selling them to you because they wanted to make a buck. They wanted to make a buck. It's a couple that are friends of ours. And what are they going to do? Go, Andy's right. Those are gay. Put them back. We don't need your money. Of course they're not.
Wow. I can't believe you went there. What did they say?
Oh, I told you.
No. Wow.
And that's exactly what I said too. Word for word. I said, no.
And he was loud about it, so everybody heard. All right. Another one from my past. Come on, Mad Balls. I have not seen this comic. Again, it was part of the Star line.
I've got mad balls.
I knew you were going to make a.
I've got a set of mad balls. They were just sitting in the car for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
driving.
there's 3 of them, so then Andy would have 3 of them. So anyway, I couldn't help it. I had to pick this up. This was something again as a kid that I was like, oh, Mad Balls. Another one that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I love the artwork.
Oh, I didn't know that. And those were from Wayne too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
that's
these
cool.
are all from Smashers. So shout out to Smashers Comics.
Yeah.
They were great. And then Battle of the Planets.
Oh, that's very cool. Actually.
And I'm going to grab one.
You might have redeemed yourself here.
I don't know. I'm going to show you the art in case you guys haven't.
No, this is good stuff. Is this the whole series?
7's are. There's a couple missing in there, like the number 1. I think I've got the number 1 at home.
I think I have the number 1.
But check that artwork out. We're just going to go right up
these
there.
in order. You're driving me crazy.
Check that out. This is just great art for the style for this type of book. Oh my God,
you're literally missing. Here, let me see it. You're literally missing. Let me see it. You're literally missing number 3 out of that stack.
Yeah, I think I've got one.
Oh.
So I picked up everyone that I could find. I love the art style on this, so I'm very excited.
Oh no, this is good stuff that I don't think was ever collected into a trade, which is unfortunate. And I assume it's a licensing thing. I have a couple of these. I don't have all of them, but I thought the art was perfect for this book. I love Battle of the Planets, Alex Ross cover. This is really, really nice stuff.
Princess, Jason.
So I might even have to say that kind of negates and gives him points back for that garbage Anne Rice stuff he got.
Wow.
See? I can be fair.
Wow. That's a first. One of my fun ones.
Oh, he went down again with this.
I don't
Just because of what he paid for.
Nah, it's fine. X Factor 24. I've got multiple, near mint copies of it, but I don't have any slabbed ones.
Wait, you have multiples of a comic?
Oh, yeah, I do that every once in a while. I don't have Inhumans multiples anymore, but I do have other X-Men ones. But I kind of want to display them in my display. And if you guys watch the other ones when I'm up in the man cave and I have that display, I kind of felt like putting it in there. I've always loved this cover.
Yep.
And then it's signed by Walt Simonson. And I really did want to display it. So JT, I got that from JT's Comics.
Oh, Hyper Kaiju said he's slightly less gay, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. True.
Wow. I'm kind of saddened by that to hear you guys even say that, but that's okay. I'm going to be curious as your thoughts on these now. So I wound up Beardy Weirdies. I wound up getting these from Chris.
Randy says Hawkman is still better than Angel.
Archangel Randy. I'll let you hold these up.
That fucking cracks me up. Are these all the same? Yeah, speed buggy.
Yeah, this is I found he had a bunch of the speed buggies. I loved speed buggy. I've got one and I've got a couple of smatterings
speed buggies
in there.
Is cool. I think it's I don't know. I was gonna say I think it's Joe Staten did these speed buggies. They're not signed, and I don't even think they might have got credit on the inside. But I will say I do love speed buggy. Love speed buggy as a kid. Love the cartoony goofiness of this stuff. So yeah, this is great. I love the little corner box art, which is of course speed buggy. So
I know.
So that's cool.
So I picked up speed buggy and another one of my favorites.
This all of them?
Yeah, that's it. That's another list.
So this is Burn. This is Burn. That is, I think Burn only did 1, 2, and 3. He got Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch, some of John Byrne's first work in comics. Byrne did, I believe, issues 1, 2, and 3. Right here is 2 through 7. So he picked those up. I think Joe Staten took over on the art. So yeah, that's good stuff too. No complaints there.
Wow, that's kind of high praise coming from Andy.
Yeah.
Yep. No, love Speed Buggy, love Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch.
Love Speed Buggy.
They had a bunch of cool stuff from my childhood, and I don't know. I just kind of went with it today. A classic, and I got this one. I'm not a huge Submariner fan.
God, you hurtful bastard.
I know, and
Beautiful.
Jackson always tries to get me to buy a
Is
Submariner.
this from Jackson?
No, it's not from Jackson. I got these from Big Carl.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Big Carl.
All right, I guess you drew this.
So these are all books that I got from Big Carl. So I'll give a shout out to him because he always has.
Oh, I didn't
really
notice that. You can
interesting
hold
books.
that. I don't even want to touch that book.
Oh, well, I'm going to show it while you're looking through it.
You go right ahead.
Alf.
Oh, Gene Colan.
Alf. You know what? I used to have the whole run of Alf. I loved the show. I loved everything about it. I love it when he went home to Melmac. So anyway,
I do like Alf because he likes to eat pussy. Cats, that is.
he does like to eat cats.
Right, pussy.
Yeah.
Cats.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So Carl had some good stuff.
Oh.
Thor 190. You know, got to fill in a couple of the holes from Thor. You know, Carl always gets some interesting stuff.
Randy says, who drew that Submariner? It was Gene Colan. I'm too young for Alf.
Oh, really,
This is good.
Hyper?
This is
You're
Bruce
too
Summer.
young
That's
for
good
Alf?
stuff.
Yeah, the Thor was.
Oh,
good.
can I tell them the story about that one? So the reason this book, Gentle Ben, is meaningful to Dennis, like he said, from his childhood, his camp counselor was Ben, and Ben was very gentle with Dennis. So whenever he sees Gentle Ben, it reminds him of his days at summer camp as a young teen, hanging out with camp counselor Ben, who was oh so gentle.
You know, the problem is you think Andy's just making this shit up now. During the show, he's, of course, saying this out loud. There's people flipping through the boxes, and we're going back and forth. And the one guy was actually a camp counselor, and he was offended. But come on. I mean, come on.
Fucking Gentle Ben. Seriously, why in the hell did you buy Gentle Ben?
I've got number one. It's
okay.
Howard.
Like you need any more.
Dear God.
All those bear hugs. He was oh so gentle. So you have is this number 2?
I don't know. I know I didn't have it, so I grabbed it.
Oh my God, Clint Howard, the ugly Howard brother.
It was like $5, and I was like, it is. But you know, he was from that great Charlie Sheen movie, The Wraith.
I know.
Uh-huh. I know.
Oh, Hyper says he's back to gay now, 100%. Yeah, he totally, all that good non-gay will he bought, he totally flushed down the
You
toilet.
guys are killing me. You guys are killing me.
I don't mind this one. He got himself, I don't know the number. Oh, 11.
It's
Is it 11? Is that what that, or no?
No, it's 7, I think.
Oh, he did get himself a
Could be
little
11.
Buck Rogers from the 25th century. So, you know.
There's Wilma, baby.
That's
There's
cool.
Wilma.
You bought that? I saw that. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
I'm the one who picked it up. But I'm just filling in holes in my Buck Rogers that was on there.
Here, you got another book from his childhood. When Gentle Ben wasn't gentle, Dennis would have to go to his hiding place. So Dennis had a special hiding place. Actually, Gentle Ben called it the special hiding place at the camp.
Jesus. That's it. I'm done with shows with you. Come on. These are good books. This is World War II.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God! With the Nazis, there's a series on these.
Oh my God!
Hiding.
Your wife's even going to make fun of you for that crap.
What? Oh my God! It says, Betsy, how can we go on? Turning the other cheek.
Yeah, that's what Gentle Ben said. Turn another cheek.
We must, Corey. We must show the love that is stronger than hate. as they have their X's and digging their own graves.
Randy says hide and go seek. All right, so this is good. This isn't a comic book. It's just literally a 45 record Star Trek.
Yep.
Is it based on any shows or anything? Do you know what it is?
No, I have no idea. I have actually
open it?
never seen it. I will be going home. It's still shrink wrap.
I know.
And I asked Big Carl, I'm like, I'm kind of going to get into it now that I bought a record player and I picked up the one. And I said, do you have anything? And he pulls out, he's got a special leather case where he keeps special things. And he pulled it out and he goes, look at that. It's called The Time Stealer. And I'm like, oh, I think these are just stories without the comics.
I don't know. Don't know who did it.
Don't know. I will probably wind up doing a video on this at some point and I'll post it. But this is one I know absolutely nothing about. But I bought it. Basically, I don't want to say sight unseen, but ear unheard.
Hey, it's not warped, that's for sure.
No, it looks like it's in great shape. So hopefully it is inside. And then I'll do that one.
Oh, see, I can get behind this one. Air War Stories. Kamikaze. So I bet we win in this one. I can get behind that.
I'm a huge World War II buff. My grandfather was a tail gunner in a B-24. Oh. Whenever they wind up having some cool stuff, if it's any consolation, Hulk would kick his bell.
Thank you for the $5, Randy. That's always appreciated.
It's a pity super chat.
Bird nose.
But thank you.
Thank you. We'll take pity super. So I take pity anything. Pity beer.
So I gave Andy crap about it. What is it? Nighthawk, Night Thrasher,
awesome Nighthawk. In fact, I'm gonna see who drew that.
Nightman. Oh yeah, I gave him crap about that one. There. But these I love World War II ones. I don't get a lot, honestly. But when it's the Pacific theater operations stuff, and it deals with it, I love the cover on it. Not honestly, I'm just going to show you a close up. The cover, having the carrier down there and everything. I love the Air Force and the Navy stuff like this.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. So I picked it up. I paid a little more for it, but I know it's not something that I have.
So this interior was drawn by Jerry Bingham. Jerry Bingham is another artist whose work I really love. I want to say the cover is Alan Weiss and Joe Rubinstein. It's not signed, but that's who it looks like to me. And like I said, there's a great Steve Ditko backup story that starts with a really nice Steve Ditko splash page. So had to get this. Anyhow.
He did. I still don't know why, other than, Steve Ditko. That's why.
Jerry Bingham, too, man. Jerry Bingham's awesome. 1980.
But it's 1980.
It's awesome. It's awesome, Hawk.
So, and last, I think that's least.
I think so.
Lastly,
I'll hold these up for you.
I wound up, you know me and the old X-Men and stuff.
This is good stuff.
The Marvel superheroes, they're classic. They reprint them. Yes, I have the originals, but I don't care. I really do love the fact that they really kind of pushed these. They looked great. Their shape's not in that bad a shape. So Big Carl's always got some fun stuff, and I took the time and went through it. He's not that big into Marvel or DC. He's got a lot of old indie stuff. It was great.
Let's see. Hey, I usually miss you guys. I work a junk late shift job and can't always catch the early bird shows. Great to see. Great to see you too. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, and if you missed the beginning and all of our laughter and joking, you can go back. We'll be posting the whole thing and watch it. What?
Well, I can do it off stream. I want to actually see what these reprint. Oh. I can do that off stream, or I can do it while you're talking. I don't care.
So yeah, needless to say, I think other than my slabbed one, and I know you guys gave me crap for that.
It's nice.
But honestly, the one that I'm really, out of all the cool thing, the Peter Pan, I really do want to go because it's two exciting stories. This action-packed book and record set includes a full-color illustrated book, a 12-inch 33 1/3 LP record, especially designed so you can read and hear the record. Follow along word for word. The action comes alive before your very eyes. And the story is the birth of the Bionic Man, which, of course, if we all watch the original episode, we know the pilot, and then the man from the future. So anyway, I am very cool and excited about this. So I'll probably be doing a video on that at some point just because.
That's good stuff. I love you guys talking back and forth to each other. That's awesome. I have a Hobbit record. That's cool.
Oh,
I have a Hobbit rather.
Is that one of the power books?
Okay, that's cool. You definitely cannot lose with Lee Majors. Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see any TJ Hookers or Fall Guy, but who knows? Maybe they're out there.
And while he says that was his favorite purchase, we all know his favorite purchase was Gentle Ben.
So for those of you who just joined us, you'll have to go back to the beginning and rewatch this because, yes, Andy was very loud and obnoxious, if you can believe that, in the middle of the convention.
Gentle Ben.
These poor guys are just looking through their books, listening to us going, oh boy, I might be done here. Oh, I need to hurry up.
That's right.
It was kind of funny. It was a great day. It was a great show. We spent literally all morning through the early afternoon, and then we stopped at a really cool diner. We do like good dives.
What the hell was the name of that joint? I already forgot.
Skillet.
We stopped at a diner in Spartanburg called Skillet, which was awesome. Let's just say Andy wasn't gentle. Never.
He's never
strange that Gentle Ben leads to Anne Rice. Exactly, right? Now we know where the tendencies come from. Gentle Ben ruined Dennis as a child. Not enough to where he swore off women, but just enough to still have the wants for Anne Rice.
Right. I see where you're going with this, man. Guys, I wish you could have been there. We had many beer conversations for whatever reason. One of the vendors, I won't say which one, had PBR just sitting there right on the table. Oh, you need a PBR? I'm like, no, I drink.
Oh, was
beer.
that actual beer that was in there? I thought it was actual beer. Carry stuff with.
Nope, actual beer.
Oh my God, he brought a 12 PBR. Good Lord.
He goes, you want a beer? I'm like, no, I actually drink beer. I don't consider PBR beer, but anyway, it wound up being where a bunch of us got into conversations about all these hams, Black Label, Red, White, and Blue, Goebel, Miller Lite, all the old classics. Lowenbrow came up, and Spotted Cow. So anyway, we had a great beer conversation there, but I think that'll be a conversation for another day.
Another day. So that's it, guys. We just wanted to, you guys are just talking about The Hobbit being read by Rob Inglis, reading the Tolkien books. That's cool. Yeah, guys, that's it. We just want to pop on real quick since we just got back, show you what we got, talk about the show. It was a fun time. I can't remember when our next show is, but it was very fun. And thank you for joining us. Next Wednesday on the show, we'll be going Dennis and Andy at 4 p.m. instead of 5.
Early.
An hour earlier Eastern time, because the one and only Mike Barron is joining us to chat for a while. So join us on Wednesday to talk with Mike Barron.
Yep, can't wait to talk with Mike. Then I'll be missing you guys for probably about 10 days. I'm going to be down in Florida. And then when I return, who do we have on the following, which is on February 2nd?
On February 2nd, we're going to have Dale Keown on the show. Dale is going to be on the show, so we'll be talking different stuff than when he was on my show. So there you go. Hyperkai says, I'm going to Vegas. Oh, dude, congratulations.
Vegas.
Wish you the best of luck. Win some money.
You'll have to let me know if everything's open out there. When we were there this last year, shows and stuff were still closed. Vince Neil wasn't even at his party bus. It was sad. The casinos were kind of open. But yeah, hopefully you wind up having a lot more fun than what we did when we were in Vegas.
And if you run into Gentle Ben in Vegas, remember what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. See you guys Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Live long and prosper.
Go back first, man.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help from Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. Look at these four people. He's coming for a villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back it now. First Man 2, Learning Curve.